E is equal to mc square. What if I tell you that if you apply this formula, then you can increase the sales? Yes, this is stupidity. There is no any rocket science to increase the sales. We just need to learn some simple techniques. So now we are going to learn 3 selling techniques through which we can increase the retail sales. Before moving to these techniques, we must understand 2 things that are need and want. Need is all the necessary things required for living: food, shelter, water, clothes, etc. And want means wish. Need can be limited, but wants are unlimited. Want is basically things we like. If I am hungry, I can be okay with rice. But one want pizza. So rice can fulfill need, but pizza is a want. Clothes can be need, but one can demand a specific brand, specific fashion clothes. That is want. To use these 3 techniques and improve sales, we must understand customers' need and want. So let's move to our first technique. Selling from a different category or different department from which customer has not planned to shop, not planned to purchase anything. That's cross-selling. If we take an example, one family came to store for a shopping. They want to purchase ladies kurta. You attended husband also started showing new arrivals. Husband liked shirt and trouser and he purchased it. Then it is a cross-sell. In this example, ladies kurta is a need, and you sold new arrival shirt and trouser to husband from men's department. By understanding customers' want, after talking with him, you came to know that he liked new fashion products. When you understand it, you sold shirt and trouser by cross-sale. If we see some more examples, then if a customer came to purchase food, along with food, you sold them toys. Say, customer came to purchase kids shirt. Along with kids shirt, you sold ladies kurta. Cross-selling is positively affects our average ticket value. It also affects on IPCM, item per cash memo, or IPT, item per ticket. While doing upselling, we should know 3 things: customer need, customer want, and customer's budget. Then only we can do upselling. Do not ask customers' budget directly or judge them on their attire. In upselling case, when customer enters in store, do eye contact, greet, smile, and then without judging them, probe their requirement, understand their needs and wants, and then start showing the products. In which price range they are showing their interest, we just need to guess. If customer directly says that I want this price range product, then that's okay. If no, then guess on observation. If it is totally unpredictable, then we can ask them that at what price range are you planning to purchase the product, sir or madam? We need to identify whether they are brand conscious, quality or price conscious. When we know budget, then stretch that budget. We can sell them some upper price product, that is called upselling. For example, customer's budget is 14 to 1500. Then we try to pitch 17 to 1800 product. Due to upselling, our average ticket size or average ticket value get positively affected. It is beneficial to average selling price also. Add-on selling is related to accessories and impulse product. Say, in trial room, customer is trying something, we are suggesting an accessories with them. Say, customer is doing billing at cash counter, we are suggesting them a nail paint, suggesting them a deo. If we be more specific, if customer is trying formal shirt and formal trouser, we are suggesting them a tie and formal belt. That is add-on selling. When we pitch customers on impulse items, means customer has not planned those things to purchase. Is also comes under add-on selling. Add-on selling is used to impact on item per cash memo or IPT, item per ticket. If we want to become an expert, excel these techniques, then we must know how to shift customers' focus from need to want. Then only we can become an expert in these techniques and we can increase the sales. This is Basavaraj Patil signing off until we meet again.